Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Letty, this is Letty Sparkle and welcome. I'm a crazy 35-year-old makeup person from England. I live in Bournemouth and I love all things makeup. So if you love makeup too, please consider subscribing to my channel, hit notification bell so you don't miss when I'm posting. So I've just started a new series on my channel which is Back to Makeup Basics. We're starting with how to apply foundation. These are going to be very quick, short videos on how I do my base. Each step will be a different video, so you'll have my how to apply my foundation, then how to apply concealer, how to bronze and contour, and how to blush and highlight. So I've done a 4-part video. I just thought I'd do each section individually because then if you just want to watch my concealer one, you can just watch my concealer one. And if you just want my blush one, you can just watch that one. I'm not teaching you anything new or anything exciting. I'm just literally showing you how I apply my base and how I achieve like this kind of like pretty much flawless look. I've just kind of show you each step individually, tell you what products I love, what I'm loving at the moment, what I use. I use pretty much drugstore products only, apart from a couple of higher end ones. But for the most part, it was all affordable products. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to take it back to basics. I was kind of thinking to myself, why did I come on YouTube in the first place? And I came on YouTube to learn to apply makeup. That's the reason why I started watching YouTube channels and started watching makeup tutorials, because I wanted to know how to apply makeup. So that's what I thought I would do. So I really hope you enjoy the series. If you do, please let me know down below if there's anything else you want me to show you. I just kind of stuck with my basic for my base, and I'll be posting one a week for the next 4 weeks. So the first one will be the foundation, which will be we're not on now. So if you want to see how I apply my foundation, very quick, short and easy, then please just keep on watching. Thank you. First of all, we'll start with a moisturised face. So I have already moisturised. I'm just trying to use it up really. I've nearly finished. I used the Revolution CBD Rich Moisturising Cream Nourish Boost. It's really nice and I'm nearly done. And then I've also got the eye cream Brightening Boost Illumination Intense Ginseng Eye Cream. I'm really sorry, my neighbours are mowing the lawn or something and I really wanted to get on film, and I've been waiting for about half an hour to 40 minutes for them to finish and they haven't finished. So they keep stopping, I keep starting to film and then they keep starting again. So I'm sorry if you can hear the background noise. I am going to try and get a microphone soon. I did test one out the other day, it did not work, and I've got one, but my microphone does like a clicking sound. Just goes click, click, click. It's very, very annoying. So I can't use that either. So I'm going to try and see if I can wait until they're finished. So yeah, I'm going to start with primer. So we're going to use the e.l.f. primer. Okay, so that's primer blend. I'm just going to bring you a little bit closer so you've got my face on screen, not too close. One of my favourite drugstore foundations of all time is the Superstay, the Maybelline Superstay foundation. I've not tried the new one. It is on my list to buy. It's one of my favourites. I've got shade 30 Sand. I don't know if it's going to be too light for me or not. Hopefully not. If not, I will go in with my Makeup Revolution, which is the XX Revolution, in FX 10.5, and I'm going to go with some lightning drops from Cover FX. But hopefully this one will be okay for me. Now with foundation, with liquid foundation, you can apply it in 2 ways. You can apply it with a beauty sponge or a brush. These are my like favourites. So I've got a Real Techniques, this is the pink one, Real Techniques sponge. I have wet it already, and then I've got my Morphe one as well. I like both of them equally. They're both really, really good. And for brushes, I either have the Black Canvas, this is a Black Canvas Cosmetics F20 brush. It's like a kabuki brush, and I love this to apply my foundation. I feel like with a brush you get more coverage, because I think the sponge soaks up a little bit of the product. So I prefer applying it with a sponge if I've got a choice, but if I'm being lazy and I just kind of really quickly apply it, I will use a brush every now and again. The other brush I will use is the Real Techniques. This is an Expert Face brush. I love this brush. It's a really, really good brush for foundation. Although it looks small and dense, it just kind of applies it really, really well. You can also even blend in your concealer with this. I really, really like it. Really good brush. So I'm going to do half of my face with sponge, half of my face with a brush, just so you can see the difference. There isn't a lot of difference, to be honest. But this way you'll be able to see happens. I'm normally put it back of my hand, but I've got my little I'm just going to shake it a little bit. I'm just going to go with a bit of a brush on this side. Yeah, I kind of just spread it about. And then I kind of pat it so that it gets rid of all the like lines and stuff. That's the only thing I don't like about applying foundation with a brush. I tend to go over it with a sponge if I can at the end, which I probably will do. Always bring it down your neck. Ignore that little bit I burnt myself while curling my hair the other day, as you do. This is not looking too good, so let me just try with this one a little bit to kind of blend it in a bit more. I haven't used that foundation in a long time. Okay, I'm just going to go in with a sponge. I'm going to use the Morphe one for the foundation. With a sponge, I kind of just put it on and then I pat it. And as I'm patting it, I'm kind of spreading it. So already I can see the coverage is slightly less on this side. But I think you just have to find what you like best. Obviously some people prefer a more full coverage situation, other people prefer a more natural situation. This is a very full coverage foundation, so if you don't want a full coverage, then this probably foundation isn't for you. It's a very, very good drugstore foundation. It is one of my top favourites. And I haven't used it in a little while. I do need to purchase the other one as well. Always make sure obviously you get it around the nose as well, like in the crevice there. Just to make sure it kind of goes in. So I'm also going to show you how I set my foundation in this video. Obviously you can I don't like colour correct or anything really. Mainly because I don't really know what I'm doing, if I'm completely honest, with colour correcting. It kind of scares me a little bit. But obviously if you've got like major dark circles, which I do have bad dark circles, and I've got really dark, but I kind of just lighten it up with a bit of concealer normally. I'm just going to go over this side with the sponge just to kind of make sure it's blended in really nicely. It's pretty simple. So main tips for me would be make sure you've set your prepped your base, so moisturise. You can even use serums and stuff if you like. I don't tend to use serums on a daily basis. I kind of tend to use more serums at night. Like before I go to bed and stuff, I'll put serum then covered with the moisturiser on top, and oils and things like that. But you can do it before makeup. Obviously just protects your face and stuff. Obviously put your SPF on as well. SPF is very, very important. So that's kind of the foundation done. So on both sides it looks pretty equal right now. It's kind of just evened out my skin tone. It's pretty much covered my moles almost completely, and there's not many foundations that cover it like that straight away. So it's a really, really good foundation. On a higher end, my favourite foundation of all time is the Too Faced Born This Way, which is this one here. It's very, very dark for me at the moment, which is why I haven't used that. To be fair, I have actually finished. It's completely empty. I don't know why I've still got the bottle. I just hate throwing things away. Even if the things are empty, I still hate throwing them away. So I'm just going to do my concealer. And I'm going to do that on another video, because I'm going to do a how to apply concealer and how to highlight with concealer as well. So I'm going to do that quickly off another video, and I'll be back to then show you how I set my face. With this foundation on a day-to-day basis, I probably wouldn't set it so much. I'd only set it if I was going to be going out all day, just so that it lasts all day. I'm very lucky. I have very, very normal skin, so products do tend to last on my face quite well. As I'm not oily and I'm not dry, so I don't need the hydration throughout the day either. If you have got an oily base, obviously use like primers that are for oily skin, like mattifying primers, that sort of thing. You have to set your foundation if you've got oily skin, just to make it last that bit longer. If you've got dry skin, then do the opposite, then use a hydrating primer. Again, use a foundation that you don't necessarily have to set. Some people do like to set it still, but use like a luminous powder. And then what I would suggest is obviously setting it with a setting spray, and then throughout the day take a refresher spray. There's loads of them around. You just literally spray your face and it kind of just brings your makeup back to life. I love those sprays, they really are good. Anyway, I'm going to go and do my concealer and I'll be right back to show you how I set my foundation and everything like that. Okay, so my concealer is all done, so I'm just going to go ahead and powder. At this point, to be honest, my foundation looks pretty set. I don't actually think it needs setting or anything, but I am going to just set it a little bit just to show you. For my under eyes, I always use my translucent powder by Laura Mercier. I don't use that on my face though. For my face, I like the MAC Mineralizing Skin Finish or the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm obsessed with this one at the moment. I'm going to use this one. It is a bit more on the expensive side. I don't really necessarily have like a drugstore powder that I like as much as I like this. So if you know of any drugstore powders that are really, really good, please let me know down below so I can get it. Because I'd rather get a cheaper one. This is £35. So expensive. And I've got a proper indent on in the actual pan as well. So I'm a bit like, I'm going to be hitting pan anytime soon. With this one, I take it on a big fluffy brush and I kind of just spread it across. Like so. Obviously, I powder before I do anything else if I'm not using any cream or liquid products. If you're going to be using like cream contour or anything like that, do that first and powder at the end. I'm just going to take my cardigan off because it's getting hot in here now. I made that mistake with my Mitchell look and I had to, because I had filmed this already, but I didn't like how it turned out, so that's why I'm refilming it again. And then I thought I'd do all the filming for the Back to Makeup Basics series all together, because then I can film each step in one go, so when you go back to it you can see each step for each video. And that's basically it. That's how I do my foundation. So not many revolutionary tips or anything, it is just basic. I'm not showing you anything that's going to change your world and, you know, make your life a million times better. It's just very simple tips that I know that work for me and my skin, and how I like to do my makeup. You might have different tips. Please share them down below. If you do things in a different way, or if you use different products that you like, please comment down below so we can all learn from each other. This is what it's all about. It's about, you know, learning from you guys as much as you're learning from me. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I have said this before. I just love makeup. I would love to be a makeup artist, but obviously I'm not. So just the only thing I'm not going to do is my eyebrows. I'm really bad at doing eyebrows still. When I feel more confident and I feel more up to it, then I will do an eyebrow tutorial, but my eyebrows are like my nemesis. I just struggle with them big time. So again, if you've got any products that you want to recommend that are easy to use, let me know down below. Just let me know how you feel about these videos. I've filmed them all, so I probably will post them all. They're supposed to be very quick, short, just quick makeup tips on how to do each step of the base foundation of your base makeup. So I hope you enjoy it. If you did, please let me just bring them out a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a huge big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. Thank you, bye bye.